College rock, a genre that flourished in the 1980s and early 1990s, stands as one of the most influential movements in alternative music history. Rooted in the DIY ethos of independent music, college rock became a major force in shaping what would later be known as indie rock. Born from the underground music scene, college rock gained a following among college students who sought an alternative to the mainstream music of the time. The genre was marked by its diversity, experimentation, and sense of community, with bands blending various musical influences, from post-punk to new wave and folk rock. Over time, college rock would influence the broader alternative music scene, paving the way for the indie rock boom that would come in the following decades. In the early 1980s, as mainstream pop music began to dominate the airwaves, a group of independent bands began to emerge, creating music that was different from what was being played on commercial radio. These bands were influenced by punk rock's rebellious spirit, but were also looking to push musical boundaries in new ways. They often recorded and released music without the backing of major record labels, distributing their work through independent labels and college radio stations. College radio, in particular, played a significant role in the rise of college rock, providing an outlet for these artists to share their music with a wider audience. The genre's name itself, college rock, was born out of the music's connection to university towns and college radio stations. These stations played a key role in shaping the sound of the genre, with college radio DJs curating playlists of emerging independent bands. Bands like REM, The Replacements, and Husker Du began to find an audience through college radio, reaching listeners who were tired of the formulaic sounds of mainstream music. These bands were known for their raw, emotionally charged performances and lyrics that spoke to themes of alienation, identity, and the search for meaning in a world that seemed to be increasingly consumed by consumerism and corporate culture. One of the defining characteristics of college rock was its sense of experimentation. While the genre drew from punk rock's energy and attitude, it also embraced a wide range of other musical influences, from folk to new wave, post-punk, and even elements of psychedelia. Bands like REM, one of the most influential college rock acts, combined jangly guitars and cryptic lyrics with a driving rhythm that captured the essence of the genre. Its 1983 debut album, Murmur, was groundbreaking for its lo-fi production and its use of unconventional sounds, marking the beginning of the college rock era. Similarly, The Replacements, known for their rough-edged sound and chaotic live performances, became a central part of the college rock movement. Their 1984 album Let It Be is considered one of the genre's most iconic records, blending elements of punk with pop hooks and poignant songwriting. Husker Du, another seminal band from the college rock scene, fused punk rock with more melodic sensibilities, influencing the direction of alternative rock in the years that followed. Their 1984 album Zen Arcade is regarded as a landmark in the development of college rock, pushing the genre into more experimental and complex territory. As college rock grew in popularity, it began to influence mainstream music. By the late 1980s and early 1990s, bands from the college rock scene began to achieve commercial success, with REM leading the way. The band's 1991 album, Out of Time, featuring the hit single Losing My Religion, was a massive commercial breakthrough, reaching a global audience and cementing REM as one of the most successful and influential bands of the era. This mainstream success would later pave the way for other college rock bands to achieve similar recognition, including acts like the Pixies, Sonic Youth, and the early work of Nirvana, whose 1991 album, Nevermind, was heavily influenced by the sounds of the college rock movement. The 1990s saw the genre evolve further, with college rock serving as a bridge between the more underground indie rock scene and the alternative rock boom that would follow. Bands like the Pixies, whose fusion of noise rock, punk, and pop left a lasting impact on alternative music, and Sonic Youth, known for their avant-garde approach to guitar tunings and song structure, were part of the second wave of college rock. These bands expanded the boundaries of what college rock could be, experimenting with noise, dissonance, and unconventional song forms. College rock's influence can still be felt today, as many of the artists and bands that grew out of this genre laid the groundwork for the indie rock movement that dominates the music world. The genre's emphasis on artistic freedom, its rejection of commercial expectations, and its embrace of raw, authentic music making continue to inspire musicians in every corner of the music world. Some of the most important and iconic college rock bands include REM, The Replacements, Husker Du, The Pixies, Sonic Youth, Pixies, The Smiths, and the Jesus and Mary Chain. These artists not only helped define the college rock sound, but they also set the stage for the indie rock explosion of the 1990s and beyond. Today, college rock's legacy is felt in the music of contemporary artists like Vampire Weekend, Arcade Fire, The Strokes, and Tame Impala, who continue to embrace the genre's ethos of creativity, experimentation, and independence. In conclusion, college rock was a genre that not only defined an era of music, but also shaped the broader alternative and indie rock scenes that followed. Through its reliance on college radio, its rejection of commercial trends, and its emphasis on artistic expression, college rock gave rise to a new wave of bands that would go on to change the face of music. Its influence can still be felt today, as modern musicians continue to push boundaries and create music that speaks to the same spirit of independence and rebellion that defined the genre. College rock remains a vital part of music history, and its impact will continue to resonate for generations to come.